Good morning. Today is Thursday, April 2nd, and we have been reading The Easter Bunny's Assistant, and it was written and illustrated by Jan Thomas. Today, when we read it, we're going to look at the characters. Knowing the characters helps readers understand what they are reading. You can get to know the characters by thinking about how they look and the things that they do and say. So today we're going to look at Skunk. And we're going to look at Skunk's expressions throughout the story. I want you to look at him and think about what you notice his face is saying or what he's doing with his arms. We know that he feels bad. He keeps stinking up the room. So we're going to see how he shows that during the book. The Easter Bunny's Assistant. Let's see. Hello, I am the Easter Bunny, and this is my assistant, Skunk. And he says, today we will show you how to make beautiful Easter eggs. So we're looking at the character Skunk, and we can see he's excited about those Easter eggs. Look at what his hands are doing. They're up, kind of up in the air. He's smiling. His eyebrows are up. Let's keep reading. Step 1. Hard-boil the eggs. And Skunk says, I'm so excited. You can see his eyes. They look pretty excited. Ugh, Skunk, what is that smell? Oh, sorry. It happens when I get excited. Oh, no. Now, he just said he was sorry. Does he look sorry? You can see his eyebrows are up. He's kind of putting his hand over his mouth. Please try to control yourself. Now, he doesn't say anything, but you can see just from his face that I think it's showing that Skunk looks kind of nervous about it. He doesn't want to make Bunny upset. Let's see. Step 2. Make dye for the eggs. Oh, look at the beautiful color. It's so... So on this page, you can see that Skunk is looking at the dye, the Easter egg dye, and he's pretty excited. He has his hands together. He has a smile on. Let's see. Exciting! And you can see that the author made the words very big there because that's how excited he is. And his hands are out. But we know that every time he gets excited, kind of starts to smell. Look over here at the bunny. He knows what's going to happen. Skunk! And Skunk says, sorry. He looks kind of sad, maybe even a little embarrassed. Step 3. Decorate the eggs with crayons. Oh, I love decorating eggs. It's so you can see from his face, he's getting, excited. But then we look at the bunny's face. He doesn't look too happy. So, because he knows what's going to happen. And he says, pleasant? I think he's trying to do the right thing. And exciting! He can't help himself. He's pretty excited about those Easter eggs. And we know what happens. Step 4. Remove Skunk from room. Push if necessary. And Skunk says, hey. Why do you think he says, hey? Does he want to leave? No, he's excited. He wants to stay and do the eggs. Step 5. Dye the eggs. And we can see him. Knock, knock, knock. We know he wants to come back in. Now you have beautiful Easter eggs. me see. Knock, knock, knock. Should I let him help me hide the eggs? You can tell he's just excited. He didn't mean to make the room stink. Are you sure? You can see his face. I think he wants to be let back in. And then it looks like Bunny and Skunk have found the perfect solution to their problem. They can still hide the Easter eggs together, Skunk can still be excited, and the bunny doesn't smell anything because he put a clip on his nose. And that's the end of our story. Our writing is a little tricky today. You are writing the middle part of your story. So we know that stories have the beginning, the middle, and the end. In the middle part of my story, let's see, I started my story where I had gotten a new bike. I was excited about my bike. We start the middle of our story with a then. Then, and I went ahead and I already did my drawing. And you can see I added my details, I put my labels, showed you the road, the rain, there's clouds, and there's Mrs. Tattlebaum on her bike. So I am going to write the sentence, then the sun disappeared and it started to rain. So we have to figure out how many words we have in our sentence. So let's count. Then the sun disappeared and it started to rain. Should be 9 words. Let me make sure I have 9 spots that I have on my writing page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you'll notice I have spaces between all those words. Then is a sight word. It's also at the top of your page. They gave you that word. So you can go ahead and write then on your first line. And there's a capital letter because it's the beginning of a sentence. Then, the is a sight word. Should be on your word wall. But you should know how to spell the. You need a T. H E then the sun. You should be able to stretch the word sun out. It's a pretty short word. S, n. So you hear 3 sounds. Starts with s. So go ahead and write your S. What letter makes the sound? U. Sun. That should be an N. I used all lowercase letters because I'm still in the middle of my sentence. Then the sun disappeared. Ooh, it's a big word. Disappeared. How many claps is that? Let's count. Disappeared. I hear 3 claps, so I'm going to put that into 3 spots in my head. Let's do the first part of the word. Dis. D-is. I can write those letters. Dis. Appeared. Disappeared. D. Now, that is not how you spell the word disappeared, but if you heard those sounds, perfect. I'd be very happy if you could hear those sounds in the word disappeared. Ends with a d, d. Then the sun disappeared, and is a sight word. You can look at your sight word list for that. A, N, D, and then the sun disappeared, and it. You could sound that out or know that it's a sight word. When the sun disappeared and it started, you should hear an S and a T, R. We know 2 letters make the R sound, A and R. Then the sun disappeared and it started. Started. Then the sun disappeared and it started to, that's another sight word you should know. You need a T and an O. Rain. Ain. Starts with an R. A. A. Now, if I just spell those sounds that I hear, A, N, R-A-N, that makes the word ran. We know that we need to make that long A sound. There's a few ways you can make the long A sound. In this case, we're going to do an A and an I. R-A-I-N. If you went and you put a sneaky E at the end of that sentence, that's okay too. I know that you're trying to get the long A sound. Then the sun disappeared and it started to rain. Have I finished my sentence yet? Nope. I need a period. So go ahead and write a period at the end of your sentence. And that is the middle part of my story.